The lore of the Colonel. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show here, and I've often been guilty of it myself. I actually remember when we were talking last week how the lady had a baby in a Taco Bell KFC, how I would name my child, something Colonel. The Colonel has a lore. Would you agree with that, Colonel Harland?
Colonel Sanders, Harlan Sanders.
Well, everyone knows
KFC.
who that is. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Not everybody knows his first name.
You don't think people know Harlan Sanders?
No, I don't think everybody knows his first name. Not everybody, and they might have just learned that today. Does he have lore about him? I guess.
He's got some lore, doesn't he? Or would you say it's a lore?
Well, he has, this day and age, everybody likes the chicken, but he's got a mid-lore.
A mid-lore?
Yeah.
Just kind of an a-lore?
You drive by, you see the Colonel, you go, do I pop in? Let me see what deals they have on the app. It's a mid-lore.
Well, let me tell you the kind of lore the Colonel has, okay? Let me ask you a question. If you were going to rob a bank... All right, and, you were like, goodness gracious, we got to kind of get out of here soon so that we don't get caught. Immediately after robbing the bank, would you not care about timing whatsoever and immediately pull into the Colonel? Get yourself a nice little 8-piece bucket with the money that you have just stolen from said bank.
Well, first off, if it's a Tuesday, that 8-piece bucket is $10 for a leg and thigh.
So you're talking $1.33 a thigh,
which is pretty good.
That's a great deal.
It's pretty good. Now, am I sitting down inside this KFC, or am I just stopping through the drive-thru?
Okay, so you're stopping through, but there's a line. So you're waiting in the drive-thru. Okay, there's a lot going on in your life.
You just robbed a bank.
You just robbed the bank. Things are not going well for you. Okay, and bam, you rob the bank, and the first thing you do with that money is go to Colonel.
Well, it depends on the size bucket you're getting. Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm going big bucket, we're talking $35, dude. If you get like a 12-piece, like if I get a family meal, we're talking $35, $40 here at the end of the day. It's not like it used to be. You think it's a cheap deal these days. It's not. Listen,
Jeff, I know it's not a cheap deal. However, today is what day?
Today is Wednesday.
So what was yesterday?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Which means what?
Which means that the 8-piece bucket for $10 if you order through the app.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my question is, and it's just a thought. I was just thinking. I'm thinking outside of the box here. I like to think differently than other people. Could there have been such an allure? Why would a couple who robbed a bank go to a KFC, have themselves some dinner, and then, by the way, still didn't get caught? They're still on the lam.
That's the thing.
That's the crazy part about it. They're still on the lam.
See, I was going to ask you about the lam.
They're on the lam.
So
lamb.
So if you're going to be on the lam, you've probably never been on the lam from the feds.
Not the feds, but I've been on the lam.
So if you're going to be on the lam, then you need a full tummy, a full belly, so you're prepping to get out, to leave.
So let me just throw this out to you. We have the two people who did it, 5'11", 165 pounds. That's a guy, that's a small, like a skinny guy.
Right.
Then you have a woman, 4'11". Okay, she's 206.
So I was going to say, 4'11" and 206.
Listen, I'm 213 and I'm 6 feet tall.
Wait, 4'11" and 206. Holy moly! Hold
on. You know what? Let me pull up the BMI on that.
What's the BMI? The BMI is Crisco. Okay.
The BMI is gravy.
Hey, we got great news. The Rizzo and Jeff show knows that you pay and you pay and you pay. Netflix, Amazon, you name it. And there's a subscription fee for it. So they wanted to remind you that the Rizzo and Jeff show is and always will be free. Anywhere and everywhere, just like 105.9 The Mountain. Tell your friends. We're anti-fees.
Karma can be instant or karma can be long overdue. Such is the case for the Potato Parcel. The Potato Parcel, for those of you who don't know, is a little-known thing where you go into the potato sack of an Iowa news channel, ABC News 9, and you find some interesting tidbits. That's where I found these two things.
Yeah, so what is it, a local paper or something like that?
It's a local paper
Without confusing
TV
people?
/ radio station, because not much goes on in Iowa.
So you want your info about any the goings-on inside this town in Iowa, you go to the Potato Parcel, is what you're telling people.
I'm telling you, that's where you get the good stuff.
All right.
So the first thing that I'm pulling from the Potato Parcel is an arsonist and his karma. Here is the first thing out of the potato sack.
When I first heard the explosions, like the popping tires, I came out, saw the orange light coming through my front window, opened the door, and just saw the tree engulfed. The instant karma of the situation was weirdly satisfying.
So you say, what's that about? Well, basically, there was a man who tried to light his ex-girlfriend's house on fire, but instead lit himself on fire, and got burned all over, blew up some tires, lit up a tree, because, you don't, use a lighter, smoking a cigarette, and try to light someone on fire.
Yeah, that's like, smoking a cigarette at a gas station. But she did make it out safe, by the way.
Well, moral of the story is she didn't even, she made it out safe. Everything's fine. He, on the other hand, karma. What can you say?
Burnt
to a crisp.
Yep.
Now, finally, in the Potato Parcel, this is important. There was a 3-year-old who was found roaming the streets in good old Idaho. And you say to yourself, my goodness gracious, what in the world could a 3-year-old be doing in the streets of Idaho? Well, let me set the scene for you, okay?
Bad boys, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you?
So, we have a 3-year-old, and I want you to hear what comes out of the Potato Parcel here.
An Iowa City mom has been arrested after her 3-year-old child was seen walking the streets with a loaded handgun. Police say the 31-year-old woman admitted to having the gun on her nightstand. She reportedly told officers she was cleaning her house and didn't realize her child had left. Police say a passerby took the gun away and the child's mother brought them back inside. The mother has been identified as Samantha Hall. She is charged with making firearms available to a minor.
Yeah,
so,
I gotta tell you.
3-year-old walking the streets of Iowa with a loaded Glock.
Could you imagine that if that was happening in your neighborhood? Thank God somebody was there, I gotta tell you.
I mean, they say stay weird, Asheville, keep it weird, whatever. I gotta tell you, if I see a 3-year-old walking the streets with a Glock, I'm running.
Yeah,
are you running? I mean, are you sticking around? You trying to grab the gat from him?
I'm gonna try to get the 3-year-old, but I got to do it with a sneak attack. All right, that's my way.
You're doing it the MJ way?
Well, not that way. Just
I'd run the other way.
Yeah, I know 100%. You would.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is always out trying to. Well, they're trying.
It's 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, the Japanese long have taught us that life, laughter, the pursuit of happiness, and liberty is the way to go.
Is that what they've done? I'm not sure.
What if the Japanese... Okay, we've talked Japanese for a long time now. What have they taught you?
Well, not much about liberty and things of that nature, but they've taught me that the things that they seem to study, the scientists over there and things of that nature, every time we talk about a story about it, are some of the most bizarre yet humorous things. So they lightheartedly study things, and I guess over here we focus on the crazy sometimes.
We do. It's always politics this and division that.
Right.
Where if you frequent the Asahi Shinbun, which I do, I like to see what's going on in the Shinbun. A majority of Japanese people support only government-run dating apps. So goodbye Tinder, hello government-run dating apps. And this study says a vast majority, millions of Japanese citizens would not mind a state-only ran and back service to help boost marriage, sex, and, of course, birthing rates due to the decline. They did a nationwide survey, and they found that almost 90% of people supported these initiatives. They said that this is great because the government knows them the best, and the Metropolitan's government recent announcement of AI-powered matchmaking tools gets them, quote, jazzed.
Okay, all right.
Now, here's my question, and I'm just going to throw it out there, all right? There's a reason, and I'm just curious as to if you maybe have a guess as to why they would feel better if the government set them up than going out and doing it themselves. I do have an actual reason in here. I just am curious if you have an idea.
You know, I don't know. Nobody ever wants to have the your work and your personal life, okay? And the government or anything else like that in your personal life. I don't know. I don't know the rule of law there, but maybe you've just tried so hard to find something and it's just not working out. So that'd be like us just going, you know what? We've been single for so long. I've had it. Joe Biden, please help me find love.
Yeah, that's a good guess. That's a great guess. I was single for 13 years.
Yeah. Did you look to Joe for all those years?
Papa Joe. Maybe had I looked at Papa Joe, I'd have found baby hands sooner.
Maybe Donald. Maybe Donald could have helped you.
The Don would have helped. I could have Big Mac'd my way into a lady's heart.
Right,
but nonetheless, in this survey, when they surveyed the men, which was 57% of the respondents, of those 57% of men, 90% of the men surveyed expressed their excitement because of a, quote, lack of confidence in their measurements.
Okay. All right.
All right. So what we are learning about the Japanese.
Is there a big problem with that over there? I've never heard anything like that before. Does there seem to be an issue that concerns them with that?
Look, I'm just going to throw it.
I mean, that's a high percentage.
90% of all Japanese men said they would rather have the government set them up because of a lack of confidence in their measurements. Mm-hmm. So I took a gander at measurements.
Is this the big stick? This is the
stick.
Okay.
This is the stick, and this is big. This is 90%.
Where are we ranking here? Let's just go with the ranking.
All right,
I don't
ranking.
I don't need the measurements.
All right,
I need
how about
ranking.
this? Smallest, North Korea.
North Korea. Well,
followed by South Korea.
Okay.
Number 3.
Maybe that's his problem up there.
Well,
he's meeting with Putin. I mean, he's got all kinds of issues.
Well, here's the thing. Number 3, Japan.
Oh, boy.
So,
you'd like to be top 3 in a lot of things.
You do.
The Olympics, I'll take a bronze.
I'll take a bronze.
You want to be top 3, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is not something you want to be top 3 in. Don't want to be in the top 3.
Again, I'm not asking for a banana, but if you're actually praying to your government to create a dating app because, quote, you express lack of confidence in your measurements.
Yeah.
First off, why are you measuring? Mm-hmm. I mean, we all measure, but why?
Do we really?
We've measured. We've measured.
When we were 14?
When was the last time you measured?
I don't know. As a teenager, probably.
I've measured before.
Yeah.
I would say...
What? A couple of years ago? You think that was the issue?
Okay, you know what it was?
When you were relying on the president to help you?
When we were in New York, and I was waiting for Sleepy Joe to bring me a lady, I checked my measurements. Yeah. I was okay with them.
Yeah.
I wish they were better measurements, but I wasn't looking to the government to provide me support because of my lack of confidence in my measurements. The Japanese have serious confidence issues when it comes to their measurements.
So you can't do it in New York.
You can't?
No, it's cold there. Shrinkage. I was in the pool.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here on 105.9 The Mountain.
Is he dead or alive? It's 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. It's a very simple question.
You got to stop this with Richard Simmons.
No.
You're trying to put him into a dirt nap.
Nope. He's been in a dirt nap.
He's not.
Richard
not
Simmons has been dead since 2011.
He's not
yes,
dead.
I know he's dead. I know he's dead.
So before he passed, he told what's the woman that takes care of him? What's her name? Teresa. He told Teresa, I want to put this this thing together, this coup together to pretend that I'm still alive. And somehow I want you to work with artificial intelligence on my own personal YouTube and have me read poems and then tweet or X that he is on all day long and writing. So you think this is just all set up. He's been dead and he wants people to still think he's alive.
Do you recall Conway Twitty last week singing 50 Cent's in the club?
That's fine.
Conway Twitty died June 6, 1995. Now I can assure you that was Conway Twitty singing that song. He's been dead for 30 years. So how dare you say that artificial intelligence, which this is clearly artificial intelligence, it's not him. The inflection's all wrong. This person is dead as a doornail. DEAD.
Okay. Well, I want people to listen, and then they can decide, is it Richard Simmons, or did he take the dirt nap? You decide.
Listen, seriously, 828-240-1059. I got tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park, okay? And we got a 4-pack, so this is for the whole family. Is he dead or alive?
Some of you struggle with your weight. Don't give up, for goodness sake. Watch what you eat, and please don't cheat. This is not such an easy feat. Try your best to move every single day, and before you know it, those extra pounds will go away. Love, Richard.
Oh, come on, dude.
I love
Dead Richard.
Love it. Let's listen to him. Vibrant, alive, with us.
105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. Good morning. Hello. Who's this?
It's Betty.
Betty.
Good morning.
Betty, did you hear it? Richard Simmons, dead or alive?
Oh, I think he's alive.
Yeah, me too, Betty. I totally agree with you.
Why, Betty?
Because I've not heard any news otherwise.
Well, Betty, let me tell you something. You don't hear news about, let me just say, a potential nuclear strike or an intercontinental ballistic missile before it's launched, do you, Betty? Richard Simmons is one of these deep fakes in Hollywood, and I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not. But Richard Simmons, if you watch the documentary, okay, Betty, you will find that his housekeeper has kept him prisoner, and I'm telling you, is releasing just so information. He's not been seen in public since 2011. That's a fact. He has not been seen in public, Betty.
Okay.
So
exactly my point. So what? So he doesn't want to go out. What's wrong with that? He was in the limelight for years, wasn't he? I mean, sometimes you just want to get away. He served everybody. Right. He took care of everybody. We sweated to the oldies. We're good.
And that might be it. Maybe he don't have his nice, muscular body that he had back in the days, and he's embarrassed.
Maybe he's bald.
I'd understand that he's in his 70s. Yeah. All right, do me a favor, Betty.
Betty,
hang on the line. Jeff's going to get your information. Hang on.
This is no laughing matter, Betty.
You know what? Listen. Betty, laugh and hang on. Don't hang up. Jeff's going to get your information, Betty. But listen to this again. 828-240-1059. If you're just tuning in, we are playing Dead or Alive. Richard Simmons. This is a AI-made deep fake.
No, it's not.
Some of you struggle with your weight. Don't give up, for goodness sake. Watch what you eat, and please don't cheat. This is not such an easy feat. Try your best to move every single day, and before you know it, those extra pounds will go away. Love, PROVE Richard.
They took that from his album.
Wow.
It's a deep fake. It's
I
if
gotta tell
Conway Twitty can
Listen.
sing 50 Cents Up in the Club,
Listen.
this is artificial intelligence. But he's been dead for a decade, Jeff.
What a poet. He's Walt Whitman.
A laureate? He's a laureate?
He's Maya Angelou. He's Robert Frost. He's a wonderful poet. Did you hear that?
He's a laureate.
Eloquent. It was wonderful. All right. Living, breathing, kicking.
828-240-1059. You want to go to Soaky Mountain? Is he dead or alive?
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059.
You want to call Nicolas Cage? It's 105.9 The Mount Nashville's classic rock. No, I'm serious. I can call Nicolas Cage right now. 828-240-1059. That's the number to call in. We have so many qualifiers. It's 7:40. We've had about 10 people that we were able to get on the air this morning thus far just to participate. And people are loving just calling and having fun. Not even for the tickets, but just because they like to have fun. And Jeff, this is going to be fun. You found this.
Yeah.
You said, let's call Nicolas Cage. So I'm going to let you explain it. What's this about? What's the whole reason? What the heck is it? Because I'm going to get the phone ready while you do this.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, who's a certified freak and a weirdo to begin with.
Sociopath.
Something's wrong there.
Yeah.
But he has a new movie, and by the way, this is beginning to sound slightly terrifying, and this might be worth a see, honestly. The new movie is called Long Legs. And in the movie, I guess, he's some kind of serial killer horror movie thing that's happening here. It has to do something with some FBI agent. And so it's just one of those scary movies. And you're going to hear him. And this is the character that he plays. So they gave this number, which I guess is kind of a promotional thing. And you can just call. And, you listen to Nicolas Cage. So I'm assuming that this is going to...
So is he going to be like, hey, it's Nicolas Cage? I
Nothing
mean,
like
what
that.
is he going to...
This has to have something to do with the movie, I'm assuming. So when you hear this, maybe, it's kind of like a Scream thing, where you pick up the phone or you call or whatever it may be, and you'll hear what his character is going to be in this movie.
All right, so let's give him a call, and then I have the trailer, because I listened to the trailer before this, and it doesn't make sense, but... All right, let's try to give it a call here. Hold on.
There she is. What's your name? Little angel?
What?
Nice to meet you. Oh.
What the hell is happening?
I'll be waiting.
Okay, goodbye. I'm out of here. Goodbye. All right. What was that?
I don't know. Whatever it has to do with the movie. But it's working, isn't it?
It's not making... did that make sense? Do we have somebody on the phone? What do they want?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Let's ask him.
1059 The Mountain. Hello. Sorry, I'm confused here. Good morning. Hello. How can we help?
I want you to play Steppenwolf's The Monster.
You want me to play Steppenwolf's The Monster? Well, Steppenwolf is coming up. But, that's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, so you just hang on to those britches, okay?
Are you going to play the monster? The way today is the government. We need America back. We need the monster.
Okay, all right, we got you. Listen, I'll tell you, we'll take America back. Here, I didn't realize we were on CNN.
Well, I didn't know anybody.
This show doesn't do politics.
I didn't know anybody stole it.
Yeah, I didn't know. Where's it at? Hiding? All right, anyway, so then you say to yourself, what the hell was that? Here's the trailer, which is even worse. Right? It starts off this way with a weird sound.
Is this going to be the whole movie?
Listen. That's the only... Here we go. This is it. And that about does it. That's it. So I don't know what's happening, but
I think
Cage.
I think he's the serial killer, and they have to find the serial killer. That's basically what it is, in a sense. And I guess he is the serial killer.
You can Google it, but the number is 458-666. Get it? 458-666-4355. If you want to call Nicolas Cage and figure out what the hell's happening there, by all means.
Oh, he's figured he was a serial killer anyway, so, you know.
That's true, yeah.
Fits in.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here on 105.9 The Mountain.
Is this man a serial killer or not a serial killer? It's the question. 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show is trying to ask.
Yeah, look, dating can be difficult.
Yeah.
And, you know, some people, you go through a divorce, things of that nature, and you're trying to get back in the game. And you know that as you get older and you try to get back into the game, it's a little bit more difficult. And it could be because there's people lurking like this guy out there.
Well, is he a lurker?
I don't know.
Or is he a genius?
I'm leaning towards he's trying to rope you in, and he's a serial killer.
So just on initial gut instinct, you think serial killer?
Yeah. When I saw this for the first time and I listened to it, I said this guy has body parts in his freezer.
Okay, this guy's a Dahmer.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to play for you a video that's gone viral. It is all over Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, it's there. It's a man who made a video. He's single, and he decided that what he would do is walk along the beach and change suits and sing a song about how he could be your Wonder Man. Okay? I'm going to play for you the entirety of the song, and I want you to listen. And the number is 828-240-1059. You can call the Mountain Talker text line. You can text us at that same number, or you could Facebook us. We have a four-pack of tickets, 4-pack, to Soaky Mountain Water Park. And how do you feel? What's your initial instinct as a woman? What's your initial instinct as a man? How do you feel? Does it make you comfy or not?
Serial killer or not a serial killer?
Let me be the breeze in your sunny day. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your crashing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. Let me be the one you truly love.
You think it's over?
I will be your footpath to serenity. I will be the bridge for you to cross. I will be your watercolor memory. I will be the love you've never lost. You pull me like a magnet, ever closer to your heart. Just give me time to win you, and now's the time to start.
So, that was the video in its entirety. Now, he's gotten a lot of response.
Surprisingly, he has. Yeah, he has gotten a lot of response. Now, you have to be very careful when you go to respond to this guy, because
giving him your address.
Yes, and anything that would be involved in that, because
make sure Chris Hansen's around.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll be on the back of a milk carton, is what'll wind up happening.
Well, here's my thought. I don't think he's a serial killer. I actually think he's kind of smart, because guess what? The whole world is talking about him.
Yeah?
The whole world is talking about him. Is he a serial killer? Yes or no? You heard it. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. I believe he is.
Yeah, me too.
Why do you think he's a serial killer?
Have you listened? Did you just listen to it? I mean, it just freaks me out just listening to it.
You didn't think that he made... So the guy can't sing. He made a creative video. He changed suits. He walked on a pier, and then he was holding a board.
There's no... It's not about singing, right? It's just about... It's demented, isn't it?
It is. It's very demented.
So let me ask you a question, okay? A guy, he likes you. He makes this video for you. You're not even going to give him a chance.
Hell no.
Hell no.
She hasn't taken a second to respond. She responds in a millisecond to let you know. Yeah.
So that really freaked you out, that man.
Yes.
Okay, so one vote for serial killer.
Okay, all right.
All right, listen, do me a favor. Hang on the line, please. You are qualified for those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. One more time. Is he a killer or not?
Let me be the breeze in your sunny day. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your crashing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. Let me be the one you truly love.
All right, so is he a serial killer, yay or nay? Good morning. It's the Mountain. Hello.
Good morning.
I knew it.
Call back.
You said you might have dated him. You heard it. What do you think?
Are you kidding? I would have to show up and meet him. You have to understand.
Yep.
You have to understand. I dated back when the I Wanna paper was a thing, and they had Need a Friend, and I showed up at Shoney's, and this guy in a white panel van was there, want me to go in and get my coffee and come out and get in the van with him. Yeah, I would have to show up.
So you'd show up for this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Grandma Emma is very brave.
Yeah.
You are, and listen, you've lived 70-some long years, okay? And
absolutely.
Now, listen, I get we're in a different time, but isn't that a nice serenade?
It is. I love it. I mean, and I've dated singers, and I've dated musicians, and, that's not bad. At least he can rhyme.
Can he? All right.
At least he can rhyme.
Nice knowing you, Grandma Emma.
Grandma, if listen, tell us if you go on a date with him. We know how to report you, okay?
Absolutely. Milk carton.
That's it, milk carton.
All
right, see, look, thank you, Grandma. All right, so 828-240-1059 is this man right here.
Let me be the breeze in your sunny day. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your crashing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows.
Oh.
Let me be the one. Let me be the one.
Oh.
Let me be the one you truly love.
Is he a killer?
Let me be the one to dig your hole.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Find us on all socials. 1059 The Mountain and by searching Rizzo and Jeff Show.
We're moving to Yancey. It's 1059 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You say, why are you moving to Yancey? Well, I'm going to tell you why. There's an 80-year-old man in Yancey, and I know maybe he's got a radio because he doesn't have TV. He doesn't have running water. He doesn't have Wi-Fi, and he doesn't have a phone. So hopefully this Yancey man has a radio. And this Yancey man,
Transistor.
50 years ago, Jeff, 50, bought 3 acres of land in Yancey for $800.
Good luck, pal.
Now,
doing that these days.
What he did was, he said Yancey was poor. Nobody wanted to live here. There was nobody here. Somebody went out to visit him at Yancey because he put out a call. Okay, I guess he went to the library, went to the periodicals, and then put out a call in the paper and on the internet. Somebody found out about it and went to talk to him.
The last working payphone is in Yancey, and that's what he did, right?
That's it. Yeah. So he went and he put out a call saying he would like to create a village.
I love it.
On his 3-acre property. He's going to give it to you. He wants to bequeath it to somebody. Now, he has no kids. He's got no wife. He's 80.
Mm-hmm.
There are no machines. He said the biggest machine that's on the property is a chainsaw. Well, look, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I don't give it up.
I want you to listen to him talk about Yancey and why 105.9 The Mountain might relocate to Yancey.
This was a very fun project. The biggest machine that's ever been on this land would be a chainsaw.
Where do you think, as a society, where things are heading?
I was very naive when I started. Nobody was moving into Yancey County at that point. It was the second poorest county in the state. There was land for sale everywhere, or you could just have, empty houses. Hey, you mind if I live in there? Sure, you can just mow the lawn once in a while, not anymore.
By the way, if there's anyone who lives in Asheville that's willing to give us a $2,000 to $3,000 a month place to live for mowing of the lawn,
you found your guys.
You found your guys. Anyway, back to Yancey.
Now Yancey County has very much been discovered. All kinds of people flocking
because we're what, an hour north of Asheville, is that why?
Yeah, it's within range of Asheville, and anything within range of Asheville is booming.
Yeah.
Little towns that were almost abandoned, like Marshall over here. The main street was all boarded up. Now the main street is buzzing.
So you're looking for people to come out here?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just to help, stay here for a little bit of time or be here permanently?
Both. Eventually, somebody's going to have to take this place over. I'm 80 years old and my health is not great. So I'm thinking about an 8-person eco-village, small community situation. This is a project to create what I call a paradise garden.
Now, where is this man? I'm going to tell you. If you're familiar with Yancey County, now it's a little north, I guess it would be northeast of Montreat, all right? If you go right around, the Emerald Village, go north on 19, okay? There's a place called Meekaville, all right? And in Meekaville, there's a tiny little road, 1153, off the beaten path, right, by the South Toe River. Right in that area, right? Little Burnsville's probably about 8 miles west. There's a village that this guy's trying to create, and he wants you to be part of it.
And I'll tell you what I want to do.
Tell me what you want to do, Jeff. Tell me.
I want to run the village of Yancey.
Do you?
I don't want to be a mayor. I don't want to be a president. I want to be the chancellor. Okay?
The chancellor?
The chancellor of Yancey.
Okay, wait a minute. How does that work? What's your term? Can I run against you?
Well,
can we have campaign platforms?
Look, a chancellor, it's like various kind of like different positions. So if I'm the chancellor, I also do this, I do that. So I can do a bunch of different things as the chancellor, okay? So I'm the chancellor. It's the chancellor of Yancey. Imagine that. You come in.
But what do you do? But what qualifies you to Chancellor Yancey?
What qualifies you?
I can walk without hobbling.
So what?
I don't have to hobble. You hobble. You want a hobbling Chancellor of Yancey?
One of our greatest presidents had the polio, okay? And he made it work.
They propped him up.
So what?
So you need to be propped up?
At least I'm sitting there taking care of things, okay? I'm not running around.
Okay, let me ask you something. What about, would you bring in new business to the village of Yancey?
But selectively, yeah.
Selectively?
Yeah.
Would you bring in like an Arby's?
No, we were there yesterday. I'd bring in a Leo's Italian Social.
A Leo's Italian Social.
Right.
Okay, you know what? I wouldn't mind a Leo's. I mean, now, again, I wonder how Leo's would sustain with 9 people in Yancey, but I think we could make it work.
Yeah. It's a small Leo's.
So then,
could be a to-go Leo's.
Well, then wait. So if you're the chancellor, I guess we'd need a postman. So I'd be the postman.
So you have you're going to take on the role of postman.
Postman. So you're the chancellor. I'm the postman.
All right.
Let's see. Baby Hands can run the general store and do gas.
Your fiance, you're going to make her run a general store.
Yeah.
And pump gas.
Yeah, and pump gas.
Now,
because I'm too busy delivering the mail in Yancey.
Now, let me
There's 9 houses.
Now, I do decree as the chancellor, when you come get your gas, okay, at the 76, and you come and get your gas, this is not like the rest of America. There's only 2 states that do this, New Jersey and Oregon. This is going to be another one. You get your gas pumped for you.
You get your gas pumped in Yancey.
You don't have to get out of your car in Yancey.
Well, then, may I suggest a Hess?
Sure. And then we'll give the Hess trucks away around Christmas time. We'll give the Hess
trucks away at Christmas.
I like it.
Then what we do is we create a whole experience. So we'll have like a Yancey Christmas bonanza. Okay. We'll have a summer, bonanza. And then in between the bonanzas, we'll have Freaky Fridays, Silly Saturdays. We'll theme the days.
The Yananza.
The Yananza.
See?
See, you know what? You're thinking like a chancellor, the chancellor of Yancey.
See? We got to go sit with him. We're putting our plan together.
Oh, Yancey, we're coming.
Hey, it's the radio. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Wouldn't it suck if you had to pay for me? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. All this great music and the laughs, or tears, depending on where you land, on the Rizzo and Jeff Show, we'll never charge you to listen. We pay for enough stuff. We just want you to laugh and keep rocking.
One sure way to tell that your marriage is over. I don't think there are too many telltale signs. I think maybe there's one or two.
My name is Phil, and I like to dress as a baby. I like to wear nappies. It's like a regressor. It's actually very comfortable. I just like to sit in them.
I support Phil's.
Now, before we go any further, I was so excited. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock.
I know.
You're listening to the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
If you couldn't tell by now.
If you couldn't tell,
all right.
only the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
Yeah.
Now, we said how to tell if your marriage is over. Your man says, I want you to dress me like a baby, and I want you to change my diaper-wipey and give him wipes and kisses. So anyway, I'm sorry. I was so excited.
Yeah.
All right, I was waiting so long. Here it is.
My name is Phil, and I like to dress as a baby. I like to wear nappies. It's like a regressor. It's actually very comfortable. I just
That's
like to sit in them.
I support Phil's lifestyle choice. I found out he liked to dress as a baby after being together for about a year.
Sleeps in a crib.
When I see him wearing his nappy, I kind of feel indifferent.
I like to pee in them, but not the other stuff. It's just not me at the moment.
It was past 5.
Barbara doesn't like the nappy stuff, really, and she won't change the dirty ones, but she will put a clean one on for me.
My favourite thing about being Phil's mummy is caring for him. It's not dodgy. It's more of a lifestyle.
Okay, now that's his wife. He wears diapers, sucks a pacifier, lays on the floor, rolls around, and poops his pants.
Well, no. First off, now if you heard correctly, currently he just pees in them. Actually, he has.
No, he does. He does poop. She doesn't clean up the poop.
Oh, okay.
Do
all
you
right.
see?
Yeah, I thought I heard that he just pees in him for now. He hasn't reached the point of number 2, but maybe I misheard.
She doesn't like to clean
the number two. But if he goes number 1, then she's okay with it. She supports supports the lifestyle. Okay, that's good. That's good.
So, let's go line 1. 105.9 The Mountain, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Just a little weirded out by what's happening here, but what's up?
So you were talking about if your husband would come in and wanted you to talk to them like a baby and treat them like a baby?
Yes, like you just heard, that guy, yes.
Well, so there's no reason for that. If they want to come in and ask you to treat them like a baby, there's something wrong with them to begin with.
I agree. Let me ask you something. Are you married by chance?
My boyfriend and I have been together for 7.5 years.
Okay, so you know him pretty intimately, I would say. 7.5 years is a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he comes to you after 8 years and says, I want you to treat me like a baby and, let me roll around on the floor. You staying with him, yes or no?
Yes.
You are staying with him.
That's amazing. See, that's what this woman says.
Right.
That's what this woman says. She says, I love him so much that I'm going to stay with him.
That's hard.
I got to give it to you.
Yeah.
You know what? Because of your, loyalty and love, hang on. Jeff's going to get your information. You're qualified for Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. We're going to go to Pam, then Robert, then John. Pam, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Pam. How are you?
I'm good.
What are we doing here? Husband comes in, put me in a diaper, change me. What are you doing?
He's going to change his own diaper because you're grown. That's just, I could understand if you was sick or hurt or something, But just because you have a kinky fetish to want to be that way, no, I'm good.
You're good on that?
I'm good on that. Yeah, you can do that yourself.
Are you married?
No, I've lived with him for 15 years.
Okay, so he comes home today and says, I want you to put me on a diaper and I want you to give me wipes and kisses and tickles. You're not in on it? Is he out the door?
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's out of the Pam coming
Pam,
in strong.
Pam, you know what, Pam? Thank you for the honesty. Don't go anywhere. You are qualified for those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. Let's go to John. John, my friend, what do you got here, buddy?
I just think people need to grow up and wipe their own butts. I mean, come on. This is getting a little bit of ridiculous right here.
This world's getting sick, isn't it?
It's getting pretty bad off. It really is. People don't wake up. We ain't going to have nothing anymore. I mean, it's just...
John, I'm going to tell you, I hope I'm dead before this world blows up.
I know.
Well, I've got three. I'm 61 years old, and I've got three grandchildren, and I don't want this to even happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine what your grandkids are going to look at the world like when you are, what? They're your age, you know what I mean?
Gone, I don't want my grandkids sitting there and saying, hey, my granddad laid around and he's shitting his britches, and his wife or girlfriend changed it for him. That's ridiculous. Grow up.
I'm with you 100%, and hang on for just 1 second. You are qualified for those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. Let's go to, what do we got here? Number 3 here. 1059 The Mountain. Hello. Oh, sorry. 1059 The Mountain. Hello.
Hey, Jeff, what's going on? This is David Hoyt.
Oh, Dave, what's up, buddy?
You're live on the air, Dave. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's totally fine.
You think it's fine to dress like a baby?
Yeah, because then what I would do, I'd pull my belt out and I'd whip the crap right out of them from one end to the other.
All right, so you say you want to be a baby, then you're gonna deliver a little bit of discipline, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
So you're telling me if you're late, are you married, Dave? I forget.
No.
Okay. Dave, if you had a wife and she came in and said, I want to wear a onesie and I want a pacifier and I want, to be treated like a baby, would you do it for her?
Hey, Dave, I forget. No, I would. Oh, yeah. I would, but I'd use belt.
See, it's a different story when it comes to when it's a lady doing it, I think, than a guy.
Dave, I love you. You're a freak.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
One more, then we have to take a break. The phones are going crazy. 828-240-1059. What would you do if your significant other came in?
Yeah.
And said, treat me like a baby, baby.
Yeah.
From Hendersonville to Swannanoa, Black Mountain to Weaverville, all the way to downtown Asheville. The Rizzo and Jeff Show's got you covered.
If you think paradise, by definition, rather, is, being treated like a baby, spanked, wiped, all that.
Yeah.
It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 105.9 The Mountain. Jeff, a lot of people really seem adamant about this.
Yeah. We were talking about a guy that, wants to be a baby on a daily basis. His wife actually supports it. She will change him if it's just a number one, though, okay?
Only a number one. I'll play you the audio in a second, but first we got Evan on the phone. Evan, good morning. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. People are weird, Evan. What do you got?
I don't know. They are weird. I don't know about that.
What would you do if your wife came home and said, treat me like a baby?
Just to tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay. What would your wife do if you came home and said, treat me like a baby?
Think she'd stay?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, exactly, Evan.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah,
What's the matter with you?
Right. And then you start to live the life of a baby. She would get concerned at some point, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Like Bullwinkle J. Moose went to Wasamatta University. You know what I mean? They'd be like, what's the matter, you? You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
All right. Hey, listen.
No, he doesn't, but he'll just roll with it. Okay?
Listen, that was a good joke. Hang on for 1 second. We appreciate your call. Coming up, I am going to play for you this audio here. All right. And I want you to listen very closely to this man. And I want you to listen to how he wants to be treated. Okay. It's a goo goo gaga kind of thing. And it's turned very, very sexy.
My name is Phil, and I like to dress as a baby. I like to wear nappies. It's like a regressor. It's actually very comfortable. I just like to sit in them.
I support Phil's lifestyle choice. I found out he liked to dress as a baby after being together for about a year.
I like to pee in them, but not the other stuff. It's just not me at the moment.
So usually I'd make Phil something fresh, like a blended bacon sandwich, but it's hard when it's like this, so I'm just doing this for now. I actually enjoy running around after Phil.
It's hard when he's
We've
fussy.
never had kids of our own, and we don't plan to, so it's kind of like being a parent but without the pain of giving birth.
I personally think that age play adds a whole new dimension to our relationship. It makes us stronger. We love each other more. We bond together.
So we have had so many people call, from Evan to John to Robert to Pam to people. I can't even remember. I wasn't able to write them down so fast. And, 828-240-1059. One of the people who has called the show and participated today is going to get those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. But I guess just to end this discussion, look, I'm all about live and let live. I'm all about, stay weird, Asheville, but I'm also all about you're a grown man. If this turns you on, keep it in the house. Maybe. I don't. How do you feel, Jeff? What would you do? What are you doing? How do you feel?
I feel like it's time for you to stop cooking the powder in the little white bag on a spoon. Let's not.
No sleep till The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain. 9 The Mountain on your phone.